Peace and love, YouTube family. Welcome back to another video. So as you can see from the title, today's topic is going to be uniquely different from the originals. And today I want to get into talking about how to understand spiritual contracts, you know. And to be real with y'all, this is something that I'm just introducing to the channel, and I want to see how far it goes. I'm going to leave a link to my Facebook in the comments below so y'all can go check me out on Facebook if y'all are interested in spirituality content or readings, spells, tarot, and so forth. I'm going to leave a link to that in the comments. But this video itself is how to understand spiritual contracts. Let's get it.
Everyone knows that I mess around. Surely that don't mean that you can't hold it.
All right, YouTube family. So first things first, what is a spiritual contract, right? What is a spiritual contract, and how do you know you're in it? How do you know what it is? What's it all about, right? Let's dive right into this video and get right into the meat of this conversation. A spiritual contract is whenever you sign the terms and conditions to a program. Now let's break that down. Whenever you sign the terms and conditions to a program. Now what does that mean? Say for instance that you're dealing with an individual that whenever you are with them, you become drained. You may feel anxious, or you may feel like your energy or your spirit has been depleted or neglected in some way, shape, or form. You're signing a spiritual contract stating that in the terms and conditions, you're signing this contract stating that you're allowing yourself to be belittled for the sake of being around an individual that you may like or love or adore. See what I'm saying? So that is the basis of a spiritual contract. It's whenever you sign over your rights spiritually. So your rights are your emotions, your feelings, your spirit, your energy. That's all tied to your spiritual rights. So whenever we sign the contract metaphysically and give over the rights to our energy to another individual, we sign the contract, and it's a very simple way to look at things. And the importance of the spiritual contracts are that what and why you're dealing with the person, or how or what terms you're dealing with the person on. So I'm saying, because a lot of times when we sign contracts, we put ourselves in situations where we are just doing it for little benefit for us, high benefit for them. See what I'm saying? So what happens is, metaphysically, the contract that you sign is aligning you to be able to reduce the amount of spiritual energy that you receive throughout your day, depleted, for the sake of being in a contract that you didn't look over. See what I'm saying? You didn't look over. So now when you get to wondering, damn, why I feel this way, why things like this happen in my life, what's going on with me, it's because you signed these metaphysical terms and conditions to this contract, that you didn't look over, right? So how do we look over the contract, right? So how do you look over a contract is you put enough time and energy into realizing what the situation or individual is presenting to you. You realize that from their daily energy, how you feel. So spiritually, you're gonna get the energy and the feeling of how you genuinely feel about an individual before, after, in the middle of dealing with them. So how you spiritually feel with them or around them is basically going to be the metaphysical contract agreement that you're signing. So what you want to do is you want to notice what is actually happening, right, when you're involved with these individuals. See what I'm saying? So a lot of times we put ourselves in situations where it's like we may neglect our inner focus based upon what we genuinely want from someone or what we want to do. See what I'm saying? A lot of times that ain't our best interest though. A lot of times we need to put more time and energy and focus into what's really going to be beneficial to us. And it may sound a little selfish at the end of the day, but I tell you one thing, it's better to be selfish in this day and time than be selfless. See what I'm saying? Because you can't do anything when you can't provide for yourself. You have to put yourself first to some degree. See what I'm saying? If you can't provide for yourself, then you're not going to be able to provide for anybody else. So you have to be able to put your feelings and emotions and your big heart aside to be able to watch the metaphysical contract that you finna sign and give your rights as far as your energy and your spiritual spirit to. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful with that. You got to be really careful with that, especially when it comes to signing these contracts. Another thing too, when it comes to contracts, is try not to engage with too many different contracts at once. Because a lot of times people will start signing hella contracts, you know what I'm saying? Hella contracts that don't involve any, that are high risk, low reward. And high risk and low reward is not a contract that you genuinely want to be able to sign. That's not a contract that you genuinely should be signing. You should be signing contracts that are high reward, low risk. You know what I'm saying? Because these contracts align with your inner interest. So a good rule of thumb is to check the contract at the door. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times the contracts that we sign, we don't have any ultimatums. We don't have any, okay, well, this is happening and this is the way that I present it and this is the way we can accept it. Then, because we don't verbally discuss the contract. It's spiritual. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have a way to express how it's going to come across. The only thing we do is we just say, okay, we accept it. You know what I'm saying? You just go straight into it. But if you had a way where you could say, okay, well, this will be something that I'm interested in accepting if, you know what I'm saying? And then that's when you place your ultimatum. You know what I'm saying? But you need that ultimatum, because if you don't, otherwise you face high risk, low reward. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going into something blindly. That's just like if you joined the NFL and you signed a 2-year deal with the fucking Patriots, right? And you didn't go over the metaphysical contract that by the end of your 2-year deal that for some reason you can't play in the NFL no more. You know what I'm saying? Now you broke, right? So we want to go. So we want to go and read over the terms and conditions and input our stipulations about the contract that we may have. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we just get right into it. It sound good, look good, but it ain't gold. You know what I'm saying? Everything good ain't gold. So everything that Rico say, no, it's certain levels to it. You know what I'm saying? And it's important that we read over these metaphysical contracts so that way we're not just signing and giving away our energy. Peace and love, YouTube family. I really hope y'all enjoy this video, and we're gonna see what happens. Like I said, I'm leaving a link below to my Facebook if y'all interested in more content, spirituality. We're gonna be doing a lot more on this channel, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all. We are on the road to 1K, so let's just keep running them numbers up. Let's get it.
Everyone knows that I